Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all well. So I must get on with this train engineering journal. I have done a little bit while I've been off camera, but not a lot. I have so much to do, it's hard to get much else done, and the most of it is trying to clean up this room, which seems like it will never happen. But I've pretty well got everything where I want it, as in the big stuff. It's just really gone through the little stuff now and papers and organising everything, and that takes a long time. So I've just got a few little bits and pieces that I want to do. I don't want to do anything too specific today, so I will show you what we have done. The first video, I think I did this little piece for the front cover. I haven't stuck it down yet because I will probably might end up using file folder on the spine piece that I put in, and I will stick that down first, and then I will stick this over the top, and that's going to be a pocket as well as that. But I did fill up my little Tim Holtz layered slots, or whatever you call them, pocket here. I put some of the bits that we've made in there, and then a couple of tickets and a tag that someone had gifted me. So that looks cool. And then I put together this page, the first page. So that has, this is a book from a book cover. It's just a little book, and I think it's the Steam Ranger train that actually leaves from Mount Barker on the weekends, where, yeah, in the Adelaide Hills where I live, and goes up to Victor Harbour and that. So I just used that bit from the cover, and on the other side it had another beautiful picture, so that worked out really well, and I just sewed that onto some grey material and then made it a, I think you call them tip-ins, I always call them flip-outs, so each to their own. Then this is the little tuck spot that I created when I stitched on my flip that I made with the vellum that I bought, that Auntie Vera Scrap and Craft provided me. So I sewed that on just at the top, so that makes a little tuck spot there, and I stuck one of our journaling cards that we've made in there. That's the one that's got the data panel, which I really love, so that can be written on. So that just sits up there, and then that flips over like that. I am leaving the underneath blank because it can be written on like that. If the recipient wants to stick paper on it or more pictures, they can. But I was going to do lined paper, but I actually really love the look of the file folder now. So there's our flip that we made as well. Stuffed up when I trimmed the threads, and I must have cut it a bit short and one of them come out. I was a bit upset about that. Something always goes wrong just as you think you've done a good job of it. So that flips up. And then again, I've just left it blank for now. I'm not sure if I'll put anything there. I could put, which I might, a few bits of paper under here that can be flipped up and journaled on. But they're little things that I can add afterwards. I just want to get the basic embellishment done. Now, I also used the beautiful vellum that Auntie Vera gave me with one of my die cuts, this film die cut. And I just stuck it on like that. It's a bit fiddly, but I managed. It looks awesome. That's the gold tinged, and that's the silver tinged, and they look really cool. So if you missed out on grabbing this last time, I know that Auntie Vera has ordered some more in. That's a beautiful big pad of them too. So it's got 32 sheets of the stuff, so it's just awesome. So when that comes into the shop again, I will let everyone know via video and on my Facebook page. So you can always go to my Facebook page, which is Nat's Paper Possibilities, and click like on it, and then you will get notified whenever I post things on there. So this I'm going to use as a little belly band type thing, and I'm thinking of putting it there. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to put it there as yet, whether I'm going to sew or stick it. And then I made this journaling card, again just file folder, beautiful picture out of a book that I've stuck on. I might put a little tab or something on there, and that's going to just fit, hopefully, something like that in the belly band. So I have done something. And then we've got our other two. That's going to be our book, which I must get to soon and put pages in so I can get a gauge of how thick. Because I don't want to make any of these too thick until I've got my pages in. So what I've grabbed for today is I found this great paper bag, and I want to put a paper bag in here. It is really, really long, as you can see. So I'm thinking that I might chop this in about halves. So we'll do that. I've got some serrated edge scissors. I'm not sure if they're going to work on this paper, but we will soon find out. Now, just seeing, I reckon about halves would be all right. I might fold it so I've got a bit of a line to follow, because we all know how crooked my chopping is. See how we go. Is it going to work? Thinking maybe I should try and put some paper underneath. I've got some book page here. Let's see if that helps. So I woke up really late today, after midday, probably because I stayed up till stupid o'clock last night with my son. We both got overtired and then didn't want to go to bed. But I was up real late trying to organise in here. I was on a bit of a roll, so when I'm in the mood, I do it. Don't know if this is going to work. Oh, here we go. A little bit. That's a start. This is going to be difficult to get it. So it's neat, I think. Yeah, no. Take two. I think we'll just cut it normally. I had good plans for that. I might still be able to do it. I think it's because this bag's got a bit of a coating, a grease-proof sort of coating on it, which makes it extra difficult. So I'll just chop that. All right. At least we have it in half. That's a good start. Now I've got to debate what I think I might like to do here. I think that'll work. So with this piece, I think we will do a page pocket, and probably fold the base up like I usually do. And create a pocket there and a pocket in there, one behind if we feel the need. And with this one, I'd like to put it in as a page and pockets, maybe in our little journal part, is what I am thinking there. So, which way I'd want it. It's not too bad, half and half. I'm still determined to try and get these edges crinkly. Oh, it's a bit crinkled. I can see this paper bag ending up shorter and shorter. I do have other scissors like this that might work better. I dare not use my pinking shears. I did that once and got told off because they're meant to just be for material. Look, that's not too bad. Bit messy, but still giving that appearance of being sort of serrated. I think we'll just fold that in halves. Oh, I've got like 3 or 4 bone folders, and do you think I can see them when I want one? So that's going to be the page in our book. Put that in there. This is going to be the one that we will alter. Might as well just fold this up. So yes, got up late and then I couldn't be bothered. I was meant to go out and do all this stuff and I just couldn't be bothered. So I decided I wasn't going to go out, which my son looked a bit upset about because he had ordered me to get Tim Tams. I suggested they have to be double dipped because double dipped is so much better than the regular ones. So then I talked myself into going and at least doing the shopping so he could have his Tim Tams, and because I knew that he'd give me a couple of Tim Tams. All right, the other thing I want to do before I forget is this little fold-out thing that I was making. I've put this little cog on here to wrap my closure twine around, but it doesn't really sit up enough, and I think, I can't remember who I saw do this, but I'm sure a lot of people do it. They use another bit under there. This might be a bit big though, but I have this like hole puncher thing that does those hole reinforcements. So I might try one of them, although I think it might be a bit big. If so, I can just, I do have little circle punches, so I might be better off doing something with one of them. Let's see. Did that work? Try again. I question this thing. It's really temperamental. There we go, but that wasn't right. Don't get the design of it because it doesn't come out there. Let's put it down. That sounded good. See, it gets stuck. And then where's the... There. So that does look a bit big, doesn't it? Especially for our little bread bit. All right. Take two. I'll just grab my little circle punch. I've got this one. It's only just, it's about the same size. There were smaller cogs. I might get a smaller cog and put a hole in the middle of it. See if I can hunt one up in my little bit of punched out stuff. Oh, they're tiny, tiny ones. With that tiny one, that'll work. Hopefully. It's got a little hole in the middle. Push this through a bit, make it a bit bigger. See how we go. So I'm just going to undo my brad. I haven't done a closure like this before, can't you tell? So then we'd stick that to there and then push our bread through. So I might do that. So I'll just get a bit of glue. Make sure we put it on the right side, because I've inked one of the sides. And it'll just help add a bit of height. And that goes through all right. And then we put it back through our little hole there. I should probably wait until the glue's dried. A bit more. Turn that the way I want it. Just flatten our little leg bits. Make it do the splits. There. Oh, that's lifted up nicely. I can tell there's a bit more room now. I've got this elastic somewhere that I was thinking of using for it. It was just in my scrap pile of threads. No, that's string. I did have elastic and I liked how the elastic stretched and worked, but that goes under a lot easier now. So I think that's the way to go. So I'll do the same for the bottom. I think I've got to cut some more of the cogs first. Sort of just fixing up a few little things because I can't think much today. Just thinking if I do want to try and do anything to the top here. Probably not. Now that's our middle one. That's going to have that on it. We still need to put more pages in these, the start and the end one too. So we could just work on doing something with this for now. Now, I'll tell you, I have stuff everywhere for this. Oh, that's a nice one. I think I've kept that as a page. That's going to be a page. I've really got to get everything together so I can start getting that done. So with the book, I think I folded that one, yeah, because it's really nice big picture there. So that would have to go that way. So that's going to be one of the pages in our book, maybe the middle page. Because then we get a good look at that, although that could be split as well and it would be nice. So put that in there so I don't forget when I go to put it together. So we're looking for bits that might look nice on that. Oh, they're nice. And I also want, I don't know what my ticket's doing in there. Hang on, this isn't all train stuff. I think that's a bit in a piece box that I have to sort, but some of this stuff on top is definitely my train stuff. Yeah, so I'll just take that out. Got that stuff. That's the leftover pages from our model engineer book. So we might use some of that. More of that here too. We've got the map, so we can make a start with that stuff probably. Some map page on it would be quite nice. All right, get this out of the way. So organised. I do like this, it's quite glossy. Grab out some of our map. We definitely want some of our diagram stuff somewhere. Could even just put one of my journaling cards that I've already made with diagrams into this actually. Take a little bit more off because I do still want to see that it is paper bag. It's a bit slippery. That's a bit better, and then we'll take just under this line off. Let's have a look. Kind of like that. And then the map page. Just rip down this way. So what's the other side like? I think I like the green more than anything. thing we could do is just have, no, I really do like that on there. Now, I don't know if I want to layer it or not. Let's cut one of these pictures out. They're real steampunkish, that one especially. I think I like this one. Suits this journal a bit more. Doesn't look bad. Decisions. Could cut the map down a bit more so we need see more of the brown stuff. So we might end up doing that, I think. Other than that, I do kind of like that. A bit of inking. So let's just move this stuff out of the way. And now the two outer edges are rough, so I might as well make the top and bottom edge rough. This is where it's hard to keep straight. I think it doesn't help that I've got it on greaseproof paper because it's extra slippery, because now that's really crooked. This is where I should probably be using these. Although it's a bit of a bigger perforation in it. Yeah. All right. Let me move the greaseproof paper out of the way. Try that again. Try and hold it down nice and tight. Even if I go along the line, that will be in line with the line. I think that's better. And then we're going to want it about, say there. All right, I think I succeeded. Let's back that onto there, and onto there. Could offset it a bit. Let's ink it. The black ink really highlights the perforations. Might as well do this while we're at it. So this is just a book page, and we'll do our bag. All right, let's get it stuck together. So make sure our writing's up the right way. Now, I've got to decide whether we want to do it all neat and centered, or whether we want to do it offset a bit. So that's neat. I kind of like it a bit more off center like that. I'm so annoyed because my iPad didn't beep to let me know it was full. It's been doing that lately. It's really annoying. So you saw it when I just started sticking down these pieces. So I stuck down the map and the engine onto the book page, and then I stuck the book page onto the bag. I inked around all the edges as well, and then I hunted out my Tracy Fox Love Junk Journals, more rather random mix labels. They're really cool, and I found this one that says New York or whatever on it, and I really like the way that looks, so I inked that and stuck it up the top. Then I found another one that says something about, if loss or damage is discovered, immediately notify the delivering railroad agent in writing. I thought that was really cool, so I put that down the bottom. And then I decided I wanted to add something a little bit more, and I had this bit of washi tape that I had just stuck to my container here. It's just a little scrappy piece. So I just tore that a bit and put it under the label and just there. So that's... you probably wouldn't have even seen, yeah, you wouldn't have seen. I just ripped out a bit more of the same map to put underneath to decorate the pocket bit down the bottom. So I'm real sorry about that. Although you didn't miss much. Just me yabbering on. So it's a bit crooked up there. I might just trim that off and re-ink it. Just there. So that looks really good. And then I was debating whether I wanted to stick this down or sew, and I think I've decided to sew down the edges to close my little tuck spot there. And then I was a bit worried because in here we have this gusset bit or whatever there, and if I sew that together it's going to make it hard to get things in and out. So I've cut it down a bit, but I'm a bit worried that that's going to make things even harder to get things in and out. But I'll find out the hard way. So what I'm going to do is go and sew probably just along the sides. Yeah, I'll probably just do down each side, and then I'll come back and show you. So here is my finished altered bag. I really love it. I was a bit worried about the sewing, and usually I do a zigzag, but I thought, no, I think it would look good with straight stitch, and I love the way it turned out. So I just go down those sides, and that's holding this pocket together. That's the back. Could even just be a floating pocket, but probably end up sticking it on. I'm not sure though. Yeah, and it looks like I'll be able to slip something in there quite easy now. So what are we going to fill it up with is the next question. These are the bits that I made previously. That is the right size. Width-wise, not so good. Length-wise, I think I'd lose it, so I'd have to make a longer to go in there. Might even make a little book or something to go in there. And then we've got these. One of these might be cool to slip in, because what we can do is have that little bit sticking out like that. We've got this taller one. Kind of like that as well. So what I'll do probably next time is make something to slip in the bag. And I might end up using one of these, or we've got these little ones. Could do something like that. That looks pretty good because you see the title out the top, but it doesn't take away from the beautiful picture we've got there. So maybe we will do that. And then we just got to make something for in there. So I think that'll do for this video. Sorry that you missed out on some of it. Yeah, I try to remember to get everything off of my iPad before I film, but I did a whoopsie, so it happens. So I hope you enjoyed that. I wasn't sure at all what I was going to do when I got on. I just knew I wanted to do something. And I really like the way this turned out. It made that bag look really cool. So I've got to do the other part too that we're going to put in as a page. But I'm not sure how much I'll embellish that because I'm keeping the actual writing journal section of this book quite plain, I think, because I'm going to do a lot of the embellishing in the first and the third signatures. So, all right, take care of yourselves, guys. Be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.